I should dick someone. What's that mean? Love on the spectrum? Oh my God, it's of Daddy of Five. It's Daddy of Five. Do you guys know what that is? Daddy of Five. It was like the first big scandal on YouTube that I remember. He used to beat the hell out of his little kids. That was the good era of YouTube.
From losing custody of their children over a prank to having their entire channel deleted by YouTube.
I didn't know they actually lost their children. That's absolutely insane. That's kind of next level. You know, that's less funny now. That's sad.
It was created on the 13th of August, 2015.
It's close to my birthday.
Mike and Heather, with the goal of
handsome
pranking
couple.
their 5 children for views, stating that
Kids
they
not so
always
much.
thought their lives would make an awesome movie, and that they, as a family, decided to make this YouTube channel just for fun.
Literally every American family, particularly white family, that has like some kind of basic household structure, at some point thought that they could go ahead and just have a TV show of their lives. That's just like a thing that happens and has been happening for a long time.
It was fun. When looking at their early pranks such as this one, in which Mike would try to scare his daughter with a hockey mask, we can see that most of the pranks were fairly harmless in the beginning. Whenever they weren't playing pranks, Mike was maybe doing a grocery store run, an exercise vlog.
Exercise vlog, yeah. He's got that gravy seal build.
Which wasn't all that provocative, to say the least.
Yeah, that seems boring as shit.
However, as Daddy05 approached 100,000 subscribers fueled by their fun family dynamic,
100,000 subscribers
began to change on their channel.
by
Mike
just
seemed to
being
come to the
boring.
realization that the more intense the reaction from the prank,
Oh,
the
I
more
remember
views he would
this kid.
receive, resulting in him encouraging his kids to try and get whoever they were pranking as angry as possible.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Get her
Keep it
as
going.
mad
Egg it on.
as you could possibly get her. I'll end it. When it goes too far, I'll end it. But let's see how mad you can get her.
This is going to be a good example of a proper fathering technique. We're about to watch a father interject and teach his 2 kids a lesson. Abusing children, hell yeah. Oh lordy.
Mike would then realize that not every child in the family would give an equally strong reaction. For example, their daughter Emma would barely
they're not going to show the clip.
most brutal of pranks.
Why are you kissing boys at school?
I'm not kissing no one.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. They both said they saw you.
Okay, that's not a prank. That's just yelling at your child.
Well, I'll tell you why we don't ever prank Emma.
It's simply because Emma cannot be pranked.
When we do prank her, she has like no reaction to it. There's zero reaction.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, there was Cody, who would basically have an emotional meltdown every single time he was pranked.
Doesn't he just know that he's on a prank channel? Doesn't the kid... What's a good prank for kids that you can actually do? Like, put a ketchup packet under the toilet seat. Something like that. That's kind of funny and lighthearted, right? Just squirt a little corn syrup and red dye all over your legs or your butt. This just seems like psychological torture and abuse to me.
So you all made me go through all this.
Oh my God, that's so
just
sad.
for a stupid prank.
Cody had been diagnosed with oppositional
God.
defiant disorder, characterized by symptoms such as often and easily loses temper, is frequently touchy and easily annoyed by others,
That's me.
is often angry and resentful, which was accentuated by the parents.
That is exactly how I was
reinforcing
as a kid.
Cody's face that he was what you might call a problem child, after mentioning that teachers should get a raise just for having to put up with him.
Well, at least this problem child has a good father and a quality home. You know, that's one thing we can rest our laurels on. We can you know, rest. We can rest.
These teachers need a damn raise.
They do.
Yep.
Especially dealing with this one.
I really
Okay,
feel
let's not
teachers
single the
ought to
little
be getting
child
paid
out.
A lot more than they get paid.
Cody short fused
That's
therefore
terrible,
making
dude.
the main target
That's
whenever
not
Mike
good.
wanted to get a reaction for the camera.
Me and Jake just did a prank on Cody.
All right, for one, I want to burn that chair too. If any viewers out there have a chair like that, get rid of it now. Also, who the is that right there?
And since the most intense reactions generated the most
Poor
views,
kid.
Cody was often
Little
pushed well
Cody.
beyond crying, during which Mike would even refuse to turn off the camera after Cody had asked him to do so.
Oh, that's horrible.
No, I gotta vlog my life. You know that.
Spotting a trend in the way that the parents treated Cody and their
Oh,
other
man.
kids, Reddit began to get vocal about the Daddy05 channel. These kids need to be taken
Reddit
away and have their time with their
coming to the
parents
rescue.
supervised, at least for a period of time. Cody for sure needs to be taken away from that house for good, and he needs to know that he was right. This is awful. I feel so bad for Cody. This is
Yeah.
unwatchable, and this guy should be in jail. Honestly, I could never in a million years imagine treating my kids like this.
Cody, if you're out there and you're watching this, if you ever want to come meet Frankie, let me know. All right, I'm sure you're doing fine. And Daddy of Five got annihilated and has had the consequences of cancel culture placed upon them. And this is a really good use of cancel culture, by the way. This is why I like just freedom to do whatever you want on the internet. People deserve to be canceled sometimes, unless it's me.
It didn't help that Mike took next to no responsibility for what you might call his unacceptable behavior.
Common behavior.
For example, as shown in the previous clip where he mentioned feeling bad for a prank he had played on Cody, he'd justify it by stating that everyone else had told him to do it.
Everybody talked me into doing it.
Oh, it's not his fault.
Everybody said it would be hilarious.
Well, I get
the mother
that.
in the family, Heather, who was actually a stepmother, didn't seem to care for Cody much either. In addition to stating that teachers deserved a raise for having to put up with him, a Reddit comment would highlight that
this is very
said,
trashy.
I love you, but I don't like you to Cody. Although the original episode has since been deleted, so while this is impossible to verify as true, it certainly sounds like something she would say, as in another video, Heather would state that she was glad Cody wasn't coming to Disneyland with the family, as he was simply going to make everyone miserable.
I don't want to take him because he's bad at shit and he's going to make everyone miserable the whole time. Normal kids have bad behaviors. Cody has something else.
Normal kids have bad behaviors, but Cody, he's got something else.
That's the trashiest sentence I've ever heard in my entire life. No wonder the rest of the world hates us. They went to jail?
Cody wasn't allowed to come to Disneyland was that after going to the toilet, he had, quote, put poop everywhere.
Cody's going to Nan's because Cody was bad and didn't earn going to Disney, which sucks.
He put poop everywhere several times.
That's deserved. I've been into put poop places. One time when I was a kid, I put poop in a doorknob. We'll just move on from that.
Philip DeFranco came out with a video today talking about Cody not going to Disneyland. Apparently, the reason why he wasn't going is because he, put feces everywhere or something like that. He talked to mental health experts, and they said, this could be a sign of trauma. What do you say to that? Why do you think Cody did this?
Daddy05 would go on to clarify this by stating that the toilet had simply overflowed.
There is no feces on the wall. What happened was the toilet overflowed. It happens with 5 kids in the house. The toilet overflowed. So I said that instead of saying the real issue why he didn't go to Disneyland, which he was really embarrassed about and he doesn't want anyone to know.
The toilet overflowed. When in my instance, I put my poop on the doorknob. I don't know if it was my poop, it might have been my friend's poop, and I don't know if I did it or my friend did it. I can't remember. Yeah, this is an Amber Heard moment. Okay, we've all had an Amber Heard moment. Why would they put that in the video about their son having those type of problems? I just cannot fathom that. Like Frankie, she pisses on my bed, and I make a song about it on TikTok. Makes you wonder about their parents. Daddy 010, because it's usually like generational, right?
Why would you ban a kid from going to Disneyland for simply making the toilet overflow?
That makes no sense.
Would it not be more embarrassing to say that he put poop on the wall in comparison to the reality being that the toilet had simply been clogged?
You say that you didn't want to share
You're just
something
embarrassing the child for views.
Son. But you put out a video where you claimed that your child, who potentially his friends watch these videos, you put out a video that he's putting poop around his house as if that's not embarrassing. And then you tell a story about how a toilet overflowed and that you can't talk about the real reason because it's embarrassing.
Philip DeFranco and Keemstar covering the story led to countless other YouTubers publicizing their opinion about Daddy05 being unacceptable. For example, a video titled How Daddy05 Ruined His Childhood would go viral on Reddit with close to 17,000 upvotes, alongside another Reddit thread with 3,000 upvotes, in which many comments mentioned that the case had been reported to Child Protective Services.
You feel bad for the kid? Yeah, I feel bad for the kid, all of them. I mean, when I was a kid, I had terrible anger problems, and I would do things that I didn't understand. Whenever there would be consequences, I just didn't get it. And it's nothing even remotely close to this. My parents were great.
However, this had actually been brought up in the interview with Keemstar, where Daddy05 mentioned that they had already been investigated by Child Protective Services, who requested that they change a few things within the videos, yet found nothing wrong with the way that the family was being run.
A few things in the videos.
CPS, you said, is interviewing the family or investigating the family.
Right.
Has that case been closed or is it still opened?
No, it's been closed, and that was a while back.
We have changed up everything that they said that we needed to change.
But they interviewed the kids privately, and the case was closed because there's nothing to find. There was nothing for them to see, and they realized that. And they did say that some of our videos were distasteful, which I can agree. I mean,
some of your videos are distasteful, but we interviewed the kids, and it seems fine. Another government agency doing the work of God. The government has the best interests of children at heart. There's no doubt about that.
All of this would change after Daddy05 would upload their most brutal video to date.
Government.
It was crueler and more emotionally charged than anything they had done in the past.
I like his glasses.
It would completely destroy
Cody
their
looks
reputation,
awesome.
And it went by the now infamous title, Invisible Ink Prank Epic Freakout.
Epic
the video
freakout.
began with the mother explaining that she planned on pranking Cody by pouring invisible ink on the carpet.
I got a prank for Cody. I bought this here, invisible ink.
Oh yeah?
And I'm gonna squirt it all over his carpet and start flipping out because he really didn't do it.
Oh, you're gonna gaslight him.
What the hell is that?
What is this?
Oh my god, dude.
I didn't do that.
Tell me what you did.
I swear to God, I didn't do that.
I don't even fucking wanna watch this,
Do
dude.
that. I don't have anything to color with it.
Why did you do that?
Pretty quickly, all of the kids are crying whilst the mother is outside the room having a bit
Just
of a
screaming.
giggle. And when they do eventually reveal that it was a prank, the kids don't seem all that excited.
We got
Yeah, no shit.
You were innocent
Pranked.
bystander.
Yeah.
That's they expected him to just laugh. Oh, that we got Fortnite emoted on. No worries. Horrible, horrible parents.
You just got
What
owned.
the
It's just a prank, bruh.
The video would go on to receive
Oh
a ton
my
of backlash
God.
alongside a like ratio.
I cannot believe those parents are like
Philip
that.
DeFranco to once again discuss the family, bringing
Good guy Philip
attention to the
DeFranco on his
video.
bed.
So there was a range of anger. Some people saying this is outright abuse of your
Philip
children.
DeFranco.
Others saying this is not abuse, but these are asshole parents that are exploiting their children for money and hurting them emotionally. And then it also appears
It's
that
literally
they have
what's
a
happening.
dedicated audience that are completely fine with this.
After a bunch of other YouTubers would go on to make their own
Dedicated
videos discussing
abusers.
the prank, Daddy05 would respond with a video simply titled "Blocking All the Haters."
It's just trauma, bro. It's just trauma. Mike, everyone has to deal with trauma. When I was a kid, my dad used to beat my ass. Dude, this dude's a clown, man. The kids, I guarantee, are doing a hell of a lot better than now than then. They've got my support, at least.
I'm getting all kinds of hate right now on all my social medias.
Good.
On one of my videos.
It is unbelievable to me
called The
how
Invisible Ink.
stupid these people
Following
are.
this, they'd go on to ask Cody and Alex if they
Overflow.
had been traumatized by the prank.
The prank was done on Alex and Cody.
Was anybody traumatized?
No.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you upset?
No.
It's just a prank.
Right. Stockholm Syndrome.
Before the mother would go on to state that the real
Being held
problem
at
was the
gunpoint.
haters.
To all you haters, you are the ones that give our children drama. You are the one that cause us problems. You are the one that try to embarrass us.
However, this video only seemed to bring more attention to the original prank,
Good.
leading more YouTubers to talk
Dude,
about it.
great
After
channel.
a couple of days had passed, Daddy05 would cave in by uploading an apology video.
Right now we are under severe attack by all kinds
Good.
of media. By this Franco
Deserved.
guy. He made a video about
Who even
us
is that?
just steamrolling us. He never contacted me or anything.
Steamrolling.
And everyone is jumping on this hate wagon. Everyone is jumping on this witch hunt.
In which they would try and convince
He
the
looks
audience
so
that all
confused.
the pranks had been fake.
I don't care anymore. Videos are fake. They're fake. They're over exaggerated. Some videos are scripted. Some they're just played out. They're the kids' ideas. We act them out.
Going with it's all fake. Overflow. I mean, dude, the hate is gonna overflow. The hate is gonna overflow. I'm gonna be honest though, the stepmom, I cannot stand her. I really, something about her is like worse than the disgusting vibe that I get from the father. He just seems like he's in it for money. She genuinely seems like she does not have a connection with Cody.
I mean, is it 100%
Come on,
real,
Kickstarter.
or are you guys putting on a show like McJuggernuggets or Kid Behind the Camera?
The videos were not fake, but some things are a little exaggerated.
This discrepancy led Daddy05 to be interviewed
Yeah, that's
on
a
Good Morning
discrepancy,
America,
obviously.
where the legitimacy of the videos was put into question on national television.
Oh,
You're not
No.
suggesting that your kids and the crying and the sobbing and that emotion we see
That's all fake.
was not real, are you?
Not every single time. Some of it was acted.
Dude, what the bro? How low IQ do you have to be? Instead of Daddy05, Daddy of Room Temperature IQ. That's the real name of the channel, Room Temperature IQ. Average room temperature, 72 degrees. Either A, these people are the two biggest buffoons, or B, those kids deserve Oscars.
We are now in family counseling because we need it.
The biggest problem is the way this guy dresses. He dresses like Halo 3 just dropped.
This has been the absolute worst week of our life, and we realized that we have made some terrible parenting decisions.
Although the worst was certainly still yet to come. Only 10 days after having interviewed Daddy05 for their previous bit of controversy, Keemstar would upload a new video titled Daddy05 Might Be Arrested, in which he explained that the police were now attempting to investigate the parents.
More information has come out about the Daddy05 situation. Apparently, the police are investigating them. An article came out saying that the Baltimore County Police Department were investigating, but they were having a hard time finding the videos and understanding which counties that these crimes took place in.
Boomer police. That's the explanation of overflow, is because they're from Maryland. They're Baltimore. They're from Baltimore.
Yet it wasn't only the police who were investigating Daddy05.
Or did they die?
It was revealed that the courts were also looking into the family. The biological mother of both Cody and Emma used the media attention to claim emergency custody back over her 2 children.
These look like really good parents. This guy especially looks like such a good father figure. He looks like maybe a photographer, but not really a good one, but just like a really passionate one. Aw, and then the mom looks so nice and sweet.
Emma and Cody are with me. I have emergency custody. They're doing good. They're getting back to their playful selves.
And they're not from Baltimore, which is good.
Update: YouTube pranking parents sentenced for child neglect, in which it was written, YouTube channel Daddy05
300 questionable prank videos
for 2 counts of child neglect each. Also, any social media postings of the kids is prohibited unless it is for legitimate family purposes. However, by this point, the drama was already in the past, and the family minus Cody and Emma were back to posting videos under the slightly altered name Family05. Yet this didn't sit well with YouTube, and in July 2018, their channel Family05 would be terminated permanently. In a state of panic, the family would launch their own website on which they'd post vlogs behind a $5 per month payment wall. Yet after only 6 months of posting on the website, they'd wipe every video from it, stating, "In order to move on with the healing process from the 2017 events, we have agreed willingly to remove our videos even from this site. For the sake and well-being of our family, Mike and I feel it is best that we take a long break from the public spotlight."
Maybe they've learned a little bit. That's good, at least.
Under the Martin family in 2019, which is still active up until this day. Although when looking through the comments on these videos, it's safe to say that the damage done to their reputation will never be repaired.
Oh no, they definitely deserved it. They definitely deserved all that. I thought they died though. You guys told me they died. Kind of a letdown at the end, to be honest.